From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
Be ready to go. All right, it's Biz Champions time here on The Horse's Mouth at my bar at Tommy Maxwell. Everybody's welcome to have a seat, grab a beverage, get a chance to tell their story about what they're doing out there. Brought to you by my good friends at All Dry Services of Southeast Jacksonville. No Major Harding today, but Todd Marshall is here from All Dry Services of Southeast Jackson. He's brought a couple friends. We're going to talk a little dumpster rental. We're going to talk a little vodka. And yes, they go together. It all goes together right here at the bar. So let's get into it with the panel. Harry McKaig is up first from Double Cross Vodka. How are you, Harry?
Good, good. And on National Martini Day, I think it's apropos that we're here at the bar.
Right.
Even though we're drinking beer, you know, we still brought some vodka for later this evening.
Very good. All right, Double Cross Vodka. I haven't tasted it yet. I gave it a little sniff test. Smells great. It's from Slovakia. Is that what you're talking about?
It is from Slovakia.
Okay.
Yeah. If you think of vodka, it's kind of evolved over the past couple decades. Smirnoff, kind of to Absolute in the 80s, Grey Goose in the 90s and 2000s, and you know, consumers are constantly trading up and looking for a better vodka, better experience. And so it's from Slovakia. Winter wheat, 40%.
Winter wheat.
Yeah.
What is it? Wheat grown in the winter, or like what are we talking about?
It is literally just that. Yeah, nothing more complicated than that.
Kidding.
Yeah, really crazy thick grain. I know we were talking a little bit about Ohio. It grows in very select parts of the world. Ours is very high in the mountains, and when you distill something so many times, you really need a hardy grain to kind of make it through the distillation. And that's really what delivers the flavor at the end of the day.
Wow. I think we're getting back to flavor, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, remember when it went, it was great the way you described that, because I remember grape, what was that one called? Syrah.
Yeah.
We were getting further and further towards water. You know? And so if you're coming out with something that's got some meat to it, some flavor, I think it's a great thing.
Without the artificial flavors. That's the hardest thing, is to keep that taste through distillation. Our distillers have done a great job, and as we come into the Jacksonville market, we've been well received, but again, we're just trying to deliver a really nice, clean, elevated product.
You said you worked for Anheuser-Busch in the past. Have you always been in liquor kind of sales and that kind of beer, wine, or what have you? Background?
It's funny. I almost went to work for U.S. Foods, so I could have almost been selling green beans and ketchup. So it's actually good that I ended up in the booze business. But I started out of college, and I got to go around to bars and restaurants at night, and at the time make $20 an hour, which was like, you know, I don't want to age myself, but that was a lot of money. And fell in love with the business, and I've worked for all the majors. So if you've thought about any brand you possibly consumed, I've probably represented.
All right, cool, man. Well, thanks for sharing your story here at the bar, man. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Adam Schwartz is here from Via Dumpster Rental here in Jacksonville. How are you?
Doing good, thank you.
Great to see you. A year in business. This is your company. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What's been the best, and what's been the most challenging in the past year for you?
The best is just building the business and becoming part of a community here in Jacksonville. I actually moved down to Jacksonville in March. Started the business the beginning of June last year.
Okay. Where'd you come from?
I came from Charlotte.
Okay.
Been up and down the East Coast. Grew up in Maine.
Okay.
College in Tampa.
All over.
Charlotte.
Good.
Just getting warmer and warmer.
Well, won't go back to Maine, so I kept coming further down south towards the warm. But I grew up in the trades, a small blue-collar town. I'd been in the corporate world for about 15 years and left that at the end of 2023. Wanted
Congratulations.
to get. Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Me too.
Me too.
Had a change in mindset where I wanted to be. One, I wanted to get into small business ownership, and part of the reason being is to get back to being part of a community.
Yeah, for sure.
And Vivia is actually a franchise.
Okay,
so I'm the local owner-operator here in Jacksonville.
Congrats. Awesome.
A little interesting fact, too, Vivia is Italian for It Goes Away.
Oh, all right.
So,
I like it.
Yeah, and our slogan is Easy Go. So we want to take your construction debris away and make it a hassle-free process.
Cool. That's great. So you're working with contractors, roofers, restoration, like Todd. Hey, Todd, how are you, my man?
Yeah.
I thought maybe introduce you at some point, right? Good to see you. You guys do a little business together? Is that what this connection is? Yeah.
Of course.
Yes,
Yeah, it's interesting. So what Vivia is doing, they've got we model ourselves with a high-touch kind of white glove approach. Yeah. And that's exactly what they're doing. So it plays well, especially in our residential side. Yep. If we're in a tight driveway, or there is no driveway, in a condominium or townhome complex, or a brick paver, nice home out in Ponte Vedra somewhere, or anywhere really. But just to put that dumpster down carefully, it's a smaller truck. They're painted nice, they look good. It's worked out really well for us. And then, of course, getting to know Adam. I mean, that's the best part.
Absolutely. No. Listen, being in business for yourself and growing, it's not easy, right? It's not easy for anybody. You guys all know that, right? I know it. I mean, from what I'm doing, I got to, this thing came from scratch, basically, from an idea. You just keep building and building and building. Yeah. How would you define success? I'll start with you, Harry. If you had to be put on the spot, what's success in your terms?
I mean, truthfully, it ranges, but I think my definition of success changes every day a little bit, and especially as a entrepreneur and a new father. Actually, I've got an 11-month-old.
All right,
congratulations! Yeah, you're pulled in a lot of different directions. It's tough to start a business. You're always worried about cash. There's a lot that can be coming at you, and so I think a lot of it is just trying to keep your head up and survive every day. But it's the small wins every day that compound and grow that lead to the greater successes. So I try to just win daily on small things, and the rest comes together.
I like it. What would you say, Adam?
For me, the biggest thing is just, leading with integrity. Part of my mission here with the small business is, to serve our customers and community with integrity, honesty, and compassion.
Yep.
It's easy to get caught up in the business things, the numbers, the logistics, but at the end of the day, we're all people. You got to treat people like people. So kind of my philosophy is I take care of my employees, I take care of my customers, and kind of, this is oversimplifying, but let the rest fall in place. But to pick up on what Harry was saying as well, I mean, it's, don't let yourself get overwhelmed. Take it day by day, celebrate those small wins while you're reaching that high goal. But it's natural human behavior to kind of focus on what we haven't done or what we're missing out on, but focus on what you have done.
And take care of yourself. You guys both take care of yourself, I can tell, right? I mean, that's part of the deal, right? Because how are you going to lead if you don't take care of yourself?
I'm a big believer in that.
I better straighten out a little bit here.
Well, that fluctuates too.
That's right. The holidays and all that. How would you define success, Todd? What would you say?
You could tell, you've heard me before, so by being on the show, why we're so well connected. I mean, just integrity. Right, helping others, being involved in the community, being intimate with the community, and that builds that trust all the way around. So for us, that's success. We're successful when we're recognized for those things, not for the money or the new car that the business bought. That hasn't happened yet, but but that's really what you want to be known for. So I applaud that.
Absolutely. Well, you guys keep up the great work, man. Really appreciate you taking the time being here. All right.
Thanks for having me.
That'll do it for
Appreciate
us
it.
this time around. Check out Harry. Check out Adam. Check out Todd. Check out this conversation. Thousands of others. Just go to thedailynewsnetwork.com. You'll see their profiles. You'll see what they're doing. You can see how you can contact them and all that good stuff. Until next time, you stay safe out there and be cool, man. And we'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
Cheers. My name is Todd Marshall, and I own All Dry Services of Southeast Jacksonville. We serve all of Northeast Florida. Every day our business is doing the more mundane, but yet sometimes catastrophic issues. These can be plumbing leaks, they can be sewage backups. A bathtub overflows, somebody leaves the sink running. So we have a 24/7 response. If you call us, you're going to get a live person, and you try to get out there as quick as possible so that we can minimize the damage.